So, welcome back, everybody. We are back with the next session of this wonderful game that we're playing, The Veil of Winter. Hope everybody's doing alright. We have our lovely players here. Let's start off with some introductions, and we'll go from top to bottom with the list that I have here. So, Lulu, tell us who you are and what you're playing.
Lulu is playing Morgwin, a fire genasi who likes to set things on fire by accident. And murdering childs by accident.
But yes, everything is by accident. I completely believe that.
It's all the bunny.
Uh-huh.
It had nothing to do with it.
Yes. I'm sure it's all just a big misunderstanding. Next up, Mr. Munchies.
Hi, I'm playing near Whitefeather, a high elf fighter, and I seem to have only half a cloak left after Lulu's previous spells, so
Oops.
I'll try and work with that as best I can.
Yes, I'm sure it will survive somewhat all this adventuring you guys are doing. So
In case you get cold, we just use the rest of your cloak to get you warm again.
yeah, and last but not least, Darth
Dread.
Sorry, Dread.
Yeah, I'm playing as Willem, the knight, and I'm also subbing in as Bumblebee, the bard.
Yeah, we are a player short, and you'll have the honor to maybe kill them or not. Who knows? Maybe they will survive your hands tonight. We'll have to see.
Well, if we die, we will have rabbit stew for dinner.
Well, yeah, that doesn't sound that bad, right? So, yeah. Okay. Last we left off our lovely adventures here. Well, they were kicked out of town, right? That's what their problem was. From which town was that? Do you guys remember? Was it Cravenford? Something like that, right?
Where we came from Craveport.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You were kicked out of town. Did I stutter? Yeah, you guys were kicked out of the lovely town of Cravenford because of your antics and pyromania a bit, and you started heading north to find more adventure and somewhere in another town that you can maybe mess up. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And on the way there, it's started suddenly to get colder and colder as you went on. It was pretty unpleasant, and good thing that you guys were prepared, I believe, with cold weather gear and stuff like that. So
We had fire and we had a monkey that kept us warm. At least the little folk.
at least a little, yeah. And on the way, you also encountered something else. You heard the cries of a young boy being attacked by some sort of dragon-like creatures, but they didn't have any wings and they could burrow really good. and you fought them off and rescued them. Well, rescued with the appropriate quotes. Rescued the
some
boy.
point we-
Yeah. You guys made a few mistakes here and there, but nonetheless, you managed to get the boy out alive for the most
Kind of.
part. Yeah. And he told you that there was big trouble in his village, the small town of Silverwell, where he came from, and he went out to find some adventurers like you to help out because the winter that they are. Well, it came out of nowhere, and now it's getting really bad because it's been like a couple of weeks of them not having any more supplies, and it's getting rough, and it's really cold, and people died and stuff like that. And you guys agreed to follow him back to his village to help him out with that, and the other villages that are still alive, maybe there. But yeah, for the most part, he doesn't actually know where he's going. So it's up to you guys to figure that out as you wake up in the morning and as you peer outside the shelter that you have built to keep warm throughout the night. You all had a long rest. It was really unpleasant because it was really cold, and let's start off with a roll. Who wants to roll me 2d20, and let's see how bad the weather is today.
Hey, roll.
Sure. Is that? Oh, that's a 9 and a 6. Okay, so as you peer outside of this makeshift shelter that you guys have built to survive the cold night, you peer out and you see that the snow has set even more. The wind is howling. Snow is still falling. You can barely make out anything around you. It's all white. Nothing else that you can see or hear aside from the howling winds and the blazing snow as it falls all around you. And yeah, it's like a couple of so another foot of snow has set during the night.
How about we just go back to sleep?
No, we will just be more snowed in.
Ah,
I suggest we head on fast as possible to get to this city village.
you're optimistic if we're getting anywhere in this weather.
Well, I'm just hoping I'll get there with enough of my cloak to remember its color.
Oh, you need to be more careful around fire. Now you've learned. You've learned, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
just stay away from the fire, you know.
It's warm.
Let's head out then.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna do the sensible thing and make sure I don't sink into anything.
Okay. And you pull out your bag of tricks, and let's see. Roll the thing, and let's see what critter you
I'm
have.
trying to roll it. Let me. So 1d8. All right. Let's see.
Just roll a 1d8. We'll figure it out what that means.
I am rolling a black bear.
Black bear. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you have a black bear that you can ride on. Black bears are pretty sturdy creatures. They could definitely handle the cold. They usually hibernate in this kind of weather. They, yeah, don't really
Not
get
plus one.
outside too much in winter, but yeah, it's they'll
Plus
listen
one.
to your commands. So yeah, but you still have a lovely companion with you guys, the small boy that you have rescued, and you properly named him as Billy, the kid. So Billy is still with you guys. He looks quite cold, and yeah, his clothes don't seem to really.
Well, I mean, we packed him in Willem's traveling clothes, so he has those.
Yes, but those aren't winter clothes, and the temperatures are now way below freezing. So, and with the howling winds, yeah, it's pretty difficult for him. And he is only like 4 feet tall, so.
Mogwai just squeaks happily. It's a bear, and jumps on the bear, cuddling into the sick pelt, and is, oh, so warm. Get the child up here, or anybody get up here that fits on the bear. It's warm.
Last.
Question to the GM: can I
Yes.
use Bumblebee to use prestidigitation to clear a path for us?
Well, prestidigitation sadly isn't that powerful because it's just a cantrip, so it cannot move that much snow and or melt it in such a way to make a path. You can do it, but it's going to be really, really slow.
I suppose I will just have to carry him then.
Yep.
William says it kicks the child up on the shoulders. Come on,
Yep.
boy.
Could I also put him on the bear? The bear's warm.
I'm assuming Billy looking up at him is like, you don't want to ride on a bear?
It's no, it looks quite scary, and the fire lady is she's quite mean.
I assume so.
Mean? I'm the kindest fire genasi you will ever meet out there.
You see the scared expression on his face as he looks towards you and hides a bit behind Willem and holding his hand. So,
Precious.
but Bunnelby is quite happy to ride with you on the bear, and yeah, maybe a song of warmth. Doesn't he have something like that to keep you guys going? I don't know, but he will sing a lovely tune for you to enjoy on the ride.
Yeah, he knows what's good.
He has so many fucking abilities, I can't keep track of all of them.
Yeah, that's the downside of playing multiple characters at one time.
Aeonia just kneels next to Billy and says, "Listen, if you get up on the bear, it will be warm. And as you can see, the fire lady, as scary as she may be, she's not lighting the bear on fire. So you should be safe between the bear and our long-eared friend over there."
Okay.
It's either that or my shoulders, kid.
You see him. He is trembling. He is quite cold. Give me a persuasion check. Aeonir, sorry. So. Ugh. No, she'll said she'll drop me off the bear or something. I don't like her. No.
Why would I drop you off the bear?
And he hides behind Willem. Every time, you see him every time Mogwin speaks. He kind of does a little yell and hides somewhere.
Morgul just
Mogwin just what?
here. A good scratch behind the ear. Just, you are the cutest, nicest teddy bear in the world, aren't you? Cut.
And the bear enjoying the scratches and trumps on the path through the snow dredging. You see the bear is kind of used to it. It looks like behind the bear, it's he makes like quite a nice path because he is big and quite wide. So
the big butt is wiggling through
Yeah.
the snow.
yeah.
There's all the winter fat on him.
Okay, kid, let's try walking, and if that gets too hard, you get off my shoulders, okay?
Yeah. So, Willem, you take the kid on your shoulders.
On my shoulders. Yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult.
And I assume you're going to let Mogwin with the bear and Bunnerbeat take.
Oh yeah, the bear's gonna clear the path.
Yeah. You see, like he is stretching through. The bear is he is used to snow and is quite hardy and it's quite well. It's not that easy for him, but he it doesn't seem like he is quite that encumbered by the snow. So maybe just by the wind because it keeps blowing in your faces.
Magic.
Yeah.
Morgul just grumbles. Stupid kid being so not nice to this very kind little bear.
And
Next
as
time,
you
next.
you give him more screeches and he's like
Next time, I'm not going to let this child on the bear. Any bear.
Okay.
Yeah, that child, you're not getting on the bear because you were mean to him.
He doesn't say anything. He hides ducks behind Willem's shoulders a bit and just like so you don't see him and seeing that the snow is quite thick and the wind is blowing really hard, I'm going to need some how are you keeping direction because it's quite overcast? You know those like winter days that it's like always overcast and it doesn't matter what time of day it is, the light doesn't change.
Yeah.
So it's those kind. That's how it looks outside. So it's pretty light out, but you don't actually make out anything like time of day and stuff like that. So how are you guys going to keep going where you're going and not get lost in this white and desolate landscape that you're now in?
Is
Anybody
anyone-
have survival?
Yeah, I'm proficient in it, but I was about to ask if anybody else is proficient in survival.
No, but I have something that might help.
Bumblebee says he's a little bit knowledge of survival.
Good. 10-foot high, get a 10-foot distance up. You want to use a pole of collapsing.
And what would that help you to see how deep the snow is? Or?
Like getting higher up to see from above.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's up to you guys.
But if everything fails, I still have wild shape, so like.
Yeah, I was about to propose, like, if someone's also proficient in survival, we could just try and combine our proficiency to try and remember which way we were heading before we went to sleep.
Yeah, Bumblebee knows a little bit about it, but Willem doesn't know anything. I don't know anything about survival.
I mean, is this one of those, like, is it in the game's rules that if someone has proficiency, they can aid someone else and give an advantage roll on it?
Aid is a general thing that you
Yeah.
can do. It doesn't matter if you're. I don't think it's anywhere in the rules if you are proficient, you can help or not. You can always help someone. At my table, I always prefer that people who want to help are also proficient in the thing. But for now, you can aid yourselves however you want. So
Yeah, because if Bunnelby's proficient and I'm also proficient in survival, then maybe Dread could roll a survival check through Bunnelby.
Yeah,
Sure.
They could. You can roll it with advantage. It's not a problem.
Sure, you can't roll for that, Mr. Munchies, with advantage?
I can roll if you want.
Yeah, you roll.
Okay. Okay, so Anya tries to remember which way they were heading before, and just try to keep that general direction.
Yeah. Sure.
Roll well.
It doesn't pop up for me to roll with advantage on this.
It's what was it? Shift or Alt or what was it? You can just roll it 2 times. It's fine. So that's a 17, and yeah, so that's one slower. So
I can't see any of these rolls.
no, that's weird. I can.
Don't they pop up in the chat?
No,
They did.
it says for me that the game is still paused though.
Reload.
And it might you might need to reload. I'm pretty sure even if the game is paused, you can see the rolls, because the game pausing only stops you from moving, not doing rolls.
Okay, I can see it now.
Okay. So that was survival. Let's give me a intelligence check. In here, because you guys were in a fight last time and you were in a bit of a hurry to get out, and so do you have anything in nature? So a plus something in nature or anything?
In nature, yeah, I have my +2 intelligence modifier, but not proficiency.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, so that's still a 6. So, well, it's kind of hard, but 17 is a pretty good roll. So, I'll give it to you. It will cost you some time. You get the gist of the direction, so you are still on track, but it will take you more time to traverse the terrain, and you have to stop a bit, so stop multiple times to get your bearings along the way. So by the time you make it to Silverwell, it will be it's either one of 2 options. You could try to push and get there somewhere in the middle of the night, or sleep, maybe take shelter along the way, and keep going in the morning. And if you choose to push, then it will you guys will get exhausted and yeah, who knows how fun that will be.
I'm
We
all
have-
for taking a little bit longer for not being exhausted because I'm freaking lazy.
And we have a child with us.
Mhm.
That's beside the point.
So,
The child might get frostbite anyway.
Mhm. There's risks to both these approaches because in one, if you push on, you will get exhausted, and who knows what will happen. And the next one, you'll have to spend another night, and getting shelter is well, as you can see all around you, it's all just
I am
just
for pushing
white,
forward.
and who knows what else would happen.
I say push forward.
It matters not to me, but we must
Well,
be careful with the child.
I could just help us out big time, and so if we say I have a spell that could make it a lot easier to find shelter.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. You can use you can look through your abilities and use whatever you might think. You can even use some just say what you want to do with your spells or abilities that you might think that could push you forward. But as it is now with your checks, these are kind of the two options that you have. Because you already knew that you were like a day away still from Silverwell. So,
What's the spell?
But what? Oh, Blend Crows.
I don't know, it's up to you guys. What you can use your spells in any matter of ways, just as long as it's creative, maybe you can do it. Who knows?
I can grow us a tent. A quite sturdy, permanent tent if I want to.
So if you want to link the spell and those to for us to see what it does, or read it out loud, it's up to you.
How do I do this? How do I show you? Oh, I just can't cast it.
Cast it with no spell spell thing. Front row. Oh, it doesn't show up. Up. Ah, these modules. I'm so fed up. Yeah. As you can see, Foundry is not my cup of tea. So let's look up compendium. Let's look up item feeds, phrases, spells, plant. No. Oh, it doesn't show the spells anymore. Damn it! I knew I had to update something in Foundry, so it's all my fault. I'm so sorry. That's why it doesn't show up. But still, let's see. Plant growth. So, plant growth. And you are using this spell in what way again, Mogwin?
Oh, I am making a house.
Uh-huh. So you want to do one action to
Grow plants. Sturdy plants.
all normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on the point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through this area must spend 4 feet of movement or for every 1 foot it moves.
I can exclude one or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected.
Yeah. So you want to just make 100 foot like triangle thing
No,
that pushes
I'm
up.
just I exclude everything except a rather big tent-sized area where the plant grows will be everything will focus on that point so
yeah,
much
no.
that we just need to
Yeah.
cut out a hole and then have a shelter.
A 100-foot radius. So it's really big.
I can
so it's huge.
exclude.
Yeah.
I
No, but
can exclude one or more areas of any size within the spell's area from being affected, which I am doing.
know, but the thing is, if you don't want it to be affected, that means that it's nothing there. It's just a hole. So, but you can
What?
do it like to push up and over, and to just have a large tunnel in the middle that has pushed from the ground and moved all the. Because it's your spell, you can make the plants grow in whichever direction you want them to grow. So I would even allow you to make a giant big tent with a hole in the middle that it's not snowy and stuff like that anymore. So
It's like literally what I'm doing.
yeah, but
I said the whole
you
time.
didn't
I'm
let me
making a
finish.
tent.
So, but no, I was saying 100-foot radius is a big space that you can just. Yeah, and what you can do whatever you want in it. To have just a huge tent. Let's see. I'll let you have a tent like 20 foot tall, but the radius is going to only be 50 foot. How's that? It's really
grow
big.
a whole house. I can grow the whole house.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
problem.
It's let's see how. No, Jesus, like 50.
And you are
foot,
sure you can get this to be insulated?
50 foot.
I can make it as thick as possible, but I cannot get it fully insulated. But we have shelter from the worst of it, at least. The rest is up to my fiery abilities, which this child keeps insulting.
50-foot radius, like we could build a town in this place.
Yeah.
It's pretty big, so yeah, it's.
I mean, maybe like a 10-foot radius, or like a 30 feet diameter in total.
Yeah, I don't know why Azure wants to make it this big. I just want to make a big tent that everybody fits in comfortably.
I think it would fit in here,
can-
right?
Yeah, you can always take a small portion of it just to have like a small, like a 10-foot radius something on an edge of all of it, but it will still affect 100-foot radius.
Yeah, I'm saying the radius that I don't want to be affected is not affected. It doesn't do anything in that area. End of song. That's what I'm saying. It's what the description says. I can decide to not.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, sure. So, well, that's a plan. So that's one plan for spending the night, I assume.
That's my plan for spending the night. If everybody agrees to spending the night, that is. We have a teddy bear to cuddle with.
How's Billy looking? Like, does he seem okay, or is like parts of his fingers starting to go black?
Let me. Where's my dice? Let me just roll.
Oh God.
Did we kill the child again? On accident?
We? Why are you saying we and again in the same sentence?
Well, you were there.
You dropped him off a tree. You
I didn't do that. That was Bunny.
Well, Billy looks fine. He is not in the best of conditions. He wasn't in the best of conditions when you found him. So, but you guys gave him some food and stuff like that and kept him relatively warm. He seems to be holding on pretty good, but you still see he is shivering. So yeah. But it seems like being in Willem's on Willem's back, it was pretty good for him because.
Okay then.
I could go.
Well, if you agree to this mental plan, I suppose we shall camp for the night in this tree hovel. Otherwise, I would push on.
Honestly,
This is art. Appreciate the art.
honestly, I could go either way, but I think it's safer this way since we're surrounded by trees that seem to be quite green and still flammable, but really hard to light up. So we should be safe here.
Don't worry, I'm not prone to burn down my own house most of the time.
Yes, most of the time is what you said.
Okay,
Only
well,
happened
sleep
once or
here then.
twice.
We should
So-
take a break.
Mhm. So you'll be traveling for the rest of the day, and when it's going to get dark at some point, because even though it's all gray and white outside, when it gets dark, it's going to get dark. So you're gonna notice that either way. Are you going to push till it gets dark, and then do you enact this plan of making a plant growth tent or hut or something?
I mean, that's up to the group. Lulu's leading this one on her mighty black bear, so
He's a very comfy bear.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, come on, let's set up this thing.
Sure. Okay, so you guys will be traveling for the next 8 to 10 hours through the snow and stuff like that. The bear is helping and stuff, but I would like to get Constitution saving throws from each and every one of you.
Even with my ring?
Even with your ring, yes.
Even with my ring.
Yep.
See, how do I do it?
16 for me.
Click on Constitution, and then it will ask you saving throw or check. So, ooh, Mogwin.
Solid on that bear.
No, it's something else. And can you, Dread, can you give me a one for Bunnelby, please?
Oh, yes.
So,
He crit it.
yeah.
Bastard.
Well, it's not. It's not only the cold that is quite bothersome as you trek through this desolate landscape. That well, you would think it would be lush and green and filled with nice shady trees and stuff like that. And now it's all this white and desolate and freezing landscape. It's also tiring to trudge through all the snow and the wind that's blowing in your face, because you guys are heading towards the source of all of this. And it seems like Mogwin, you being up in front on the bear in an elevated position with all that wind blowing in your face, it's something with the cold and the wind that you don't like, and you will get to the level of exhaustion.
I don't know how I put this in.
So yeah, let's just put a whatchamacallit, something as not frightened, unconscious. Yeah, the weekend thing. and you are no longer boosted anyway. So, yeah, that's one for you, and but it won't bother you because you guys will be spending the night somewhere. Oh, that's the plan, right?
The plan.
Somewhere. Sure. I don't know where we are.
Yeah. Well, you've been keeping directions from what I always forget your name. From what Aenir tells you, you've been keeping a good direction of where you guys are going, and yeah, you guys can make your yeah, Bunnelby actually has a good position because he is actually behind Mogwin on the bear, and her well, let's say fiery personality keeps him warm, and he doesn't really get any effects from all the wind blowing in their faces because Mogwin took all of that. So, yeah, so he is perfectly fine and dandy, and he just plays lovely tunes throughout this weather. Not that you can hear anything of that through all this howling winds that are all around you, and the blazing snow that it almost makes you well, blind at some points. So but you keep trudging on, and at some point you see that it's getting quite dark and dim outside, and yeah, if you want to cast your spell, Mogwin, and tell us how how is that going to look?
You know, basically. So when we arrive at the spot where everybody says, "Alright, done for the day," Mogwin is just gonna well, slowly disengage from the bear. You almost hear it cracking when she freezes from the bear. Basically, she's very stiffly going to come down on the ground, and then she's gonna stick her short little arm as deep in the snow as she can until she can grab onto some kind of root or something.
How tall is Mogwin?
She's
She is
small. So she's basically covered in snow when she comes down.
So you and Bunnelby are technically the size of Billy. Because he is a human boy, so yeah, he is like 4 feet at his age, so you guys are about his size, I assume. So
Yeah, funny how he's so afraid of people smaller than him.
well, you're scary. You have fiery hair and fiery eyes.
Alright, and then she will. It will look shy, like she suddenly is on fire, quite literally. It's just the color of her magic, so she's not really on fire. But it will sparks will run up and down the tree that the root belongs to, and suddenly roots explode out of the snow in front of her and start wiggling like little snakes until they and twisting until they kind of twist into a like a teepee shape with a little bit of an opening up top, big enough for everyone to fit in comfortably and warmly. And that's how it will look.
So what the rest of you are witnessing is you stop beside this well, massive tree that it is covered in snow, and it looks like it's just a big ice tree now. It's not even. It doesn't even look like a normal tree anymore. It just looks like an ice sculpture, with all the snow on top of it. And just Morgan goes up to it and plants hands to the roots of this tree, and then you see as fiery tendrils sprout out from the snow, melting all the snow around it as vines start appearing and creating this wonderful small vine tent that you the vine tent, like the what is it, Native American tent that they have, the round shape and stuff like that, and it forms into this, and it has all the snow melted around it, and looks quite cozy, and it's a nice speck of color in this white and gray freezing landscape.
There you go, guys. We have a tent. Now make it warm. Never mind, I need to make it warm. She grumbles underneath and casts bonfire right in the center point of it. On the ground. So, right underneath the smoke chimney thingy.
Yeah. But for that to last, you'll have to either continuously cast it, or just get something to get an actual fire going.
Let me have a fire now, and now make it work. Mogwin is just too frozen to do more than that, and just sits
Fine, I'll
in
go
front
looking
of
for
the
firewood.
fire,
It's like-
trying to saw, basically.
I put Billy down and say, I'll go out for firewood.
Please come back quickly.
Don't worry, I will. There's nothing little winter can do to me.
Yeah.
Head out and go look for fire.
Billy, a bit scared, but you see, like, he is happy to see something green, because these are all like vines that have basically grown out of the ground, and they are lush and verdant and stuff like that, and you see he is quite happy to see something like that, with all this snow that's around you guys.
As Billy's just looking around and Dread's going after firewood, and Mogwin's just hopefully trying to make a small campfire, not like a fire tornado, Aeonia goes to Billy and says, would you like to give another go to that dragon chess?
Yeah. But can we eat something before we play?
Oh, of course. No worries. And Aeonia just hands him one of his rations.
And you can all mark off one of your rations for the day too, and Aeonia, you can mark off one extra for Billy.
I'm just pulling out another spell that worked so well before. We don't need to eat. We need to spend any rations. Maybe the child needs to, because these are very spicy.
Do you have something to do with that spell, though? Because doesn't that spell require actual berries?
No.
Or something to transform into a good berry?
No, it just creates 10 magical berries that give you sustenance for 1 day, and give you 1 hit point back. But the thing is, Mogwin's good berries are extremely spicy, So, you know what
They're not child
there's a
friendly.
there's a saying, what goes in must come out. So I know how you'll take that.
Please enjoy.
KFC is proud to present Good Berries.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
And now you're blowing fire.
Yeah. On both ends.
Barnaby doesn't seem to have any rations anyway, so he eats the good berry.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, you set Billy down. You pull out some rations. It's quite cozy and makeshift tent that Morgan just built. And you give him some rations. He starts chewing on some dried meat and stuff like that, and you can pull out the dragon's chest and maybe teach him a few things. But before we get to that, Willem is going out to get some firewood.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Survival.
yeah, you can roll me a survival. It's not that hard to find, as Morgwin just cleared. You can do it with advantage because Morgwin just cleared a whole bunch of this forest with their plant growth spell. So, you find a decent amount. You figure out maybe it will get you throughout the night, but if the thing that Mogwin built is good insulated, it will be fine. You hope. So, but
Suppose I have to put my faith in the fire demon.
yeah.
That's why you love me.
Mm-hmm. You know it. We all know.
When I'm drunk enough.
Yeah.
Keeping me around for some reason.
Yeah. The fire demon, always a blast.
Oh yeah, she's definitely the heart of the party.
But yeah, Aenir, you intend to teach Billy to play Dragon Chess?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Give me a roll with your Dragon Chess set using your intelligence.
So it's a straight intelligence roll.
No, because if you're proficient, it's you'll add your proficiency to your intelligence check.
Yes. I will try to see where I can find that in Foundry.
It should, if you have the dragon chest equipped, if you are proficient in it and you click on it, it will should roll just.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it should roll the used dragon chest.
Oh God.
Oh.
I mean, we're getting all the nat ones out of the way now, so when we were actually fighting, we're not rolling that again.
I've rolled a double nat 1. This is impossible. Statistic.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's.
I mean, it's not impossible, but what are the odds?
I know for you guys it looks like it's pretty good. Yes, but still, poor Billy. As soon as you start putting the things out and putting the pieces on, he is just like with the horse. Oh, the horsey, and just tramples you. You set all the pieces up, and he just uses the horse to just trample through all of them, knocking all the pieces off of the board. And at the end, did I win? I won, right?
I mean, with the double nat 1, it probably doesn't help the fact that I'm explaining the game to him in Elfish.
Yeah, he probably doesn't understand that and just tramples with the with the horsey all around the table and knocks all of your pieces off the board and just says, "I win! Yay!"
Yes, let's say you won this round, and next time we will play it a bit more complicated since you seem to be so proficient with playing the game.
Maybe I like this guy after all, despite him insulting bears.
And
No, Anna, don't get too harsh on him.
And also, and I lean over closer to Billy. And also, if you want, you can break a few branches off the abode the mean fire lady created.
Why? What for?
No reason. Self-defense. You can grab a stick.
But can I have a sword? Or a dagger? Something that
You can have this.
It's
Okay,
something
I have
it's something
my hand axe off him.
I can defend myself. No?
I hand him one of my hand axes.
One of your hand axes? Oh yeah, now bit. Oh yeah, awesome.
Now, be careful. Swing it with two hands.
Yeah, you see, you hand him a hand axe. Billy, he is a small child. He needs to use two hands for it, and he goes and just sticks it in the side of the vine tent that you guys made.
And he just claps excitedly. He's like, "We seem to have another warrior with us. We're safe."
The scary thing is, though, is because these vines have been created with Morgwin's magic. They are running on the juice of Morgwin's magic. It kind of looks like lava is dripping down. It's kind of smoking. It doesn't do anything else. It just looks a bit scary.
And as Billy pulls out the axe from the vine and sees like molten lava starts smoldering and pouring down the vine, he's like,
No, don't worry. You're so strong, you almost lit it on fire. You're gonna be a great warrior someday.
Is this axe magical? It's magic, right? As he looks bewildered.
There is certainly some magic happening. I say as I continue eating my sandwich.
Wow! Ooh, and just he starts swinging it, like practicing into the air, and goes and maybe pokes the bear a bit, and just runs away and stuff like that.
The bear just if he makes the bear too annoyed, he's gonna swat. Every animal will swat the child if it dares to annoy it too much.
Well, not that annoying, but the bear's like they're just slumped on the ground, sleeping on the floor, with his a big head over his crossed paws. And as Billy goes around to poke his ass, he just swats at Billy with his back foot, not really caring about hitting the child, but just like a gesture to go away, I'm sleeping. And just, the best, like, they're sitting at the edge of your makeshift tent to keep warm.
Well, look on the bright side. At least it's gonna keep his blood warming his body up for tomorrow's journey. Less chance of frostbite this way.
Yeah. So, anything else that would you guys would like to do before you, set up off to sleep?
And he just sets his bedroll up and tells Billy, You can use this to sleep tonight. It's all right.
Yeah, you see him. He is still a bit busy swinging that axe around, dropping it a few times, and yeah.
Yeah, no,
Seems
forgive me
like-
for never asking, but do you actually sleep?
Not as much as other races, but yes, I do need rest. Generally, about 4 hours suffices for us elves.
Ah. So you have the sleeping bag there to look like you're sleeping.
Yes, well, I can take sleeping on the ground for a few hours. Since I'm the one that requires the least sleep out of all of us.
I suppose that's a good idea.
Teach me your ways, master.
Well, in order to sleep like an elf, you must first refrain from lighting your allies on fire and dropping children. So maybe that would be a good first step. But anyway, I jest. It is a pleasure to have you with us. At least for me.
I knew we loved each other, and you get a big hug from Margaret.
Aonia just blushes, wipes a bit of ash from the side of his face, and just posts up to the entrance of the, like, hurries to the entrance of the alcove Mogwin created. I'll take first watch.
All right.
I could almost fall in love with him, but he's too big.
It's a reaction Willem has. As he spews his water back into his cup. You said it, not me. He says to the to Bumblebee. I don't know what Bumblebee's reaction to that would be, but who knows? Too big indeed.
Oh god.
And he just shuffles in his armor a bit, but doesn't say a word. He's focused on the outside. Like, the only thing he can see right now is the outside of the alcove. He's counting snowflakes at this point, just trying to distract himself from the conversation.
So, from what conversation are you trying to distract yourself?
Aonia complimented Mogwin, and I'll let each and every one of the others just say whatever they did, and why Aonia is just staring down the blizzard. He's locked. He's locked in. He doesn't look inside. He doesn't turn. He's a statue at this point after shuffling in his arm. He's
Looking
trying
out,
to be invisible.
looking outside.
Yeah.
And the blizzard. Yeah.
He's taking first watch.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, it seems like well, Bunnelby had his loot out and well, sang you some lovely songs throughout the evening as you guys prepared to get comfortable, and it doesn't do anything. It's more for
I know.
short rests, but yes, it
It's
does
the
the
thought
job.
that counts.
It does the job of putting Billy to sleep at least. So he takes the bedroll that Aeneid offered him. So after a few more swings with the hand axe, Uh, well, I didn't say you can take a long rest yet.
Oh, sorry.
So, yes, after a few more swings with hand axe, yeah, Billy cozies up in Aenea's bedroll with the axe by his side and falls asleep quite fast. Bunnelby sings some more tunes, something to get the others a bit into a sleepy mood, and he will soon lay his lute down and fall asleep. Also, what's Mogwin doing?
Morgwin is out the moment the first tone of music comes. She's quite exhausted, you know.
Yeah, I bet. So, Mogwin doesn't take long to just fall asleep. Casting a bonfire one last time, I assume, before she
We got
dozes off.
firewood now, so someone else keeps it running,
Mhm.
as I understand.
And yeah, what's Willem doing?
Keeping the fire running until he goes to sleep himself.
Yep. So not long, and Aeneas is taking first watch, I assume. So first 3 or 4 hours of looking and maybe not quite looking because it's quite dark outside, and you need to keep the makeshift tent shut if you want to keep warm. So it's either you are outside or inside seeing nothing. Technically.
It's more of that Aeneas has like a soldier background, so he knows a bit about camping in the and keeping watch. So he's more trying to focus, like his eyes are closed because he can't see anything out the blizzard. But he's just like more trying to just focus on the sounds to see if he can discern anything. Plus, he has the sword of warning, so he's
Yep. So you are completely attuned with all the sound of nature around you, with the blizzard blowing outside, the wind rushing by your tent, the snow falling, your comrades snoring, the fire burning, and tiny ashes just splintering about as the wood catches fire. And you can give me a perception check if you want.
I'm scared to do it, but I will do it. Just need to.
Doesn't your sword
avo-
doesn't your sword give you advantage or something? I know
I
it
don't
gives
think it does.
only on initiative. I
Yeah,
don't.
advantage on initiative, and in addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. So yeah, I
Yeah.
probably should do like a perception roll.
Yeah. Incapacitated by non-magical sleep. So,
Yeah.
it seems like I don't know.
Yeah.
The bear is snoring too loud, or Willem is snoring too loud. You can't quite tell them apart. It's quite annoying, and you just try to concentrate on just, and yeah, it's does that, yeah, you cannot concentrate with all that snoring. It seems like that's the only thing you hear, not even the blizzard outside, but only the
Yeah. He's just too distracted by all the sounds and whatever Dread and Bunnelby were talking about. the previous conversation, he's still trying to shake it off.
Yes, maybe that is it. Yeah, I don't know what that conversation is, but that's could be. And do you want to I don't know amend that role in some way? Any ideas how to improve it or not? To maybe go outside and have a look, but well, it's really quite cold, or just leave it as is. It's up to you.
Question: is there a single entrance to the alcove?
Well, that's Morwen's decision. I would. She
Yep.
made it. I assume it's just the one, so so you can have a good isolation from the other sides. So
Said, yeah, the entrance is made of more flexible vines, so they can
So,
be pulled
yeah,
apart and someone can squish through, but they are
What-
mostly closed.
what's it called, like the moss grass stuff that you can just like pull aside as a curtain and stuff like that.
No, it's actually quite a solid wall usually, but it is flexible enough, like rubber, a little bit of rubbery. So with a bit of force, you can get through without breaking it. But you have to squish
Uh-huh.
a lot.
Okay, but
in the case of the bear,
let's-
it was a lot of
Okay,
squish.
let's say Anya, give me roll 2d20 for me, and we'll
Yeah,
see.
I was just about to say that Anya tries to, because of the fact that he's too distracted, he takes a bit of a moment and he just tries to really focus on his sword. Like he just keeps it in front of him and he just like really tries to focus, center himself on the sword.
This
No.
exquisite elven blade, made by your ancestors, I assume.
Yeah, it's a family heirloom, but one that he really had to train to be able to use.
And you had to be a master of the sword to even be granted the opportunity to use it. Because in elven culture, you for such an prestigious item, you would have to be a master to wield it if it's well passed down through generations. So.
Yeah, Anya's really proud of it and really proud of the fact that he can hold it by the hilt, because the other end of the sword he's met many times during sparring with his father.
Yep. As one young elf would. So go ahead, roll 2d20 for me, please. Let's see.
6 and a 12.
6 and a 12. Okay. So you concentrate on the sword more and focus your energies, and you hear the blizzard outside and stuff like that, but you don't seem to hear anything else. It's like there's nothing else out there. It's just snow and cold. And that's it. A sensation of dread befalls you, knowing that is this the end? It could be the end. It's just, is it this cold? So, but alas, you snap out of your meditative state. It's sometimes has passed. You feel like it has been your 4 hours of meditation required for an elf. So your watch is over, and nothing happened, but you still have this eerie feeling of like isolation and nothingness, nothing but the snow.
Okay. Yep. Who would like to take next?
I'll
watch?
take the next watch.
Yeah, because we forgot to discuss it before going to sleep.
No, it's fine. You just go to Willem and you wake Willem up and
Wakes Anya just tries to slowly go up to, not too slowly because he's clunking in his armor, but he's trying to go up to.
you have to for you to rest, you have to doff your armor, so you're not sleeping in your armor. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you'll get exhausted.
Yeah, but before doffing it, he just wakes up Dread slowly without trying to provoke some sort of an attack.
Yeah.
Dread, it's your turn.
Great. I don't know who this Dread fellow is.
Willem.
Sounds mighty menacing.
Willem. Oh.
Willem.
Okay, I will commit that to memory. Annie is distracted. Annie is still distracted.
About
Could be a
that
great-
conversation from before. Yes, of course.
Yeah, it really took a toll on him.
Okay, then.
Oh my god.
Someone was speculating about sizes.
Yes, I got the gist of it. Thank you.
Next time I'll just roll a character with like 7 intellect and be like, my shoe size is quite big.
Okay,
yeah.
Dread will don his armor and head outside and go for a watch outdoors.
Oh, you want
And-
to go outside? Okay.
Yeah, Dread's watch is outside.
Yeah, sure.
I think you meant to say William.
Yes, Willem.
Willem. Yeah.
Willem, quote unquote, dreaded.
Anya just takes off his armor and just like takes his tent top out and just like puts it in some sort of.
I'm sure you have a blanket or something.
No,
He
because
can use my sleep roll. I mean, I'm not using
Yeah,
it.
or use Willem's sleep bedroll because he just woke up. So.
He would, but Anya will decide to sleep in the exact opposite direction of Mogwin for the time being, and quite as far away as he can from Bunnelby and Willem.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Sure.
well,
That's
you.
reasonable. It's on one side where, so we have. I assume we have the bear, and Mogwin, and Bunnelby on one side, and then there's the kid, and there was Willem on the other side, and then there's the door. So we'll have like a 3-way split. And Willem just woke up, and Aeonir, you can sleep somewhere beside Billy. Because, that's how much space there is in your makeshift vine tent.
It's good. It's hard.
The fire, it's still going. I assume Aeonir kept just putting a few more logs in.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So you can just take Willem's bedroll, move it over to somewhere around Billy, and he is quite sound asleep. It seems like he is pretty content with the situation as it is now and sleeping pretty good. And Willem, you go outside.
Yes. My ring will protect. Hopefully. I go outside and take my watch, stand outdoors. Trying the best possible way a normal human can to keep a watch out in the middle of the dark.
You do not hear anything. You do not see anything because it's quite pitch black. For you, you do not see anything. Maybe just some bits of amber golden light coming from your makeshift tent, escaping through some of the cracks in this vine tent and stuff like that. But yeah, there is no moon out. There are no stars out. It's pretty. There is just these pretty heavy clouds up above, grayish black clouds.
Do I hear anything? Other than the wind, of course.
Give me a perception check.
I'm assuming I don't get the advantage from the goggles.
Goggles of what?
They are goggles of the eagle. Gets me advantage on the perception check.
No, that's only for seeing.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah, but if you don't have dark vision, you don't see. You could have
Perception.
you could have picked goggles of night to.
Don't hear anything either.
Yeah, what you see outside is just pretty cold. Just the wind howling and snow falling, heavy snow falling, and it's if you concentrate a bit and ignore the wind for a bit, you realize how there is no other sound, just the wind. It's so deathly quiet, actually. For the few brief moments when the wind stops, it's like all the sound disappears. There's nothing. There's all quiet. It's nothingness.
Well, I don't know much about nature, but all quietness seems sketchy.
Give me. You can give me a nature check if you want to. To glean more into that, even if you're not proficient in mine. Nope.
It's never. No, it sounds completely normal. After all, the wind is blowing. It's the middle of the night. Why would animals be up in the middle of the night?
But still, you're out there. Well, luckily, you have a nice ring that keeps you warm, and you don't freeze your ass off. But you don't see anything. You just like see of like 10-15 feet from where you are, just white, and nothing else actually. Nothing. No shadows. No. It's quite eerie. So,
Well, I suppose for the last thing I should do before I walk in, I say as I put on a torch.
You want now?
I have a torch.
Yes.
In my inventory.
Yes.
So I will light it.
And what are you going to do with the torch that you have lit?
Take you a little bit of a tour around the tent, if we can call it that, with a torch in hand, and look out. That way I can see a bit further.
Yeah, you can see a bit further. You want to do what exactly? Just do a loop around the
I
tent?
wanted to, around the tent and see, and basically just have a good look about what the edges of my vision, about what I can see. Other than that, I will head in and put the watch over to the next person.
Yeah,
which
sure.
I think would be Bumblebee.
Yeah,
I take watch.
You want?
Okay, you take watch.
You want to? You want to give me a perception check for that thing to see?
Yeah, sure. With advantage this time since I'm focusing on my eyes.
Nope, it's still not with advantage because you barely. It should have been with disadvantage last time. So, yeah, that's. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Just snow around you guys. It's getting even denser throughout the night. Even with your ring, you still feel it's getting a bit colder. But well, that's expected. It's the night. It will get warmer in the morning, right?
Yeah, let's hope it gets around at least a few degrees Fahrenheit.
How cold is it actually, temperature-wise?
It's sub-zero, so sub freezing. I don't know for our American viewers, so I don't know how how much cold that is, but let's say like -10 Celsius.
It's not too bad.
-10 Celsius is pretty cold, so it's everything is freezing all around you. But yeah, we'll see how that goes in the morning. But other than that, it's you don't see anything else. It's you keep doing this throughout your shift, going back in for a bit of warmth, going back out, doing a little look around with the torch and stuff like that, and you don't see anything.
Okay. Well, after that, I head in and then let Morgwin take the next watch then. If nothing happens.
Yeah, you want to roll me 2d20? Roll me 2d20 and see. Let's see if anything happens.
/ roll space 2d20. Got both extremes. A 2 and an 18.
Yeah, so no, nothing. Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah, you don't hear the trotting of hooves. No, not the flapping of any owls or something like that during the night. Nothing. It's all quiet.
Funky magical winter.
Yeah.
I say as I head indoors and wake Morgwin.
Yeah.
Morgwin, your watch.
She crawls out of the warm pelt a pelt cage she had with the bear, and then instantly just turns into the most fluffiest, cutest dog you have ever seen. Let me send you a picture.
A dog? You're turning yourself into a dog?
Into a literal dog that is made to survive extremely cold temperatures.
Is that a Tibetan Mastiff or what?
It's a Samoyed Laika. It's a Russian dog.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Willem starts scratching you behind there and says, I knew there was one form of you I liked at least.
You stir up some a little bit of barks, but nothing that actually hurts you.
It's a really cuddly, lovely dog, yes.
It's the fluffiest thing you've ever seen in your life. There's a tinge of red. And then
of course.
and then Morgwin goes out as well, since she is now winter hardened in this form, and keeps watch as a dog.
Yep. The dog doesn't have any night vision, so dark vision. Sorry. So
Dogs don't have dark vision.
no, dogs do not have dark vision. No.
Well, that's unfortunate, but I'm staying warm at least.
Yeah.
Dogs do have sense of smell or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I have an exceptional sense of smell and hearing.
Yeah, you have keen senses on that front. So if you are using those senses, I'm not going to make you roll with disadvantage because of the howling winds, but I will make you roll a normal roll.
Perception or?
Yes, a perception. Yeah, but using wisdom, yeah, it's.
Need to.
That'd be a good roll.
I told
Someone,
you, we
someone had to roll good at some point.
we're throwing all the net ones out at the beginning, so we now have only good rolls left.
And you and your cute little doggy form go outside and yeah, trot around in the snow, not really seeing anything. Well, maybe a little bit around the tent because of the fire that you have inside, and some of the light is escaping through the vines and stuff like that. So it creates this wonderful orange yellowish hue around you, and
Fiery.
you trot around in your cute doggy form, trotting to the snow, going around the tent, smelling and trying to listen through the howling winds. And well, the winds blow and blow, but at some points they just stop. And as you hear that, everything around you stops. You don't hear anything. There's nothing out there. There's no life, no sound. It's all muffled. No smells. It's all covered. The only smell that you get are the smell that come from your tent, and that's it. Nothing else. And then the winds come pick back up, and like half an hour later or sometime later, they just stop, and then you hear nothing again. It's all eerily quiet. It's quite disconcerting.
It's weird as fuck, isn't it? But do I see anything dangerous coming our way with the silence?
You only hear the squeaking of your paws on the snow as you move about, and the snoring of your comrades in the tent, in the vine tent.
Alright, then I'm going to when it goes quiet and silent, I will be wiggling into the snow, becoming one with the world until the sound comes back.
Yeah, it's well, to your surprise or dismay, or the sun doesn't rise. It's just it just gets lighter outside. You figure that's when sun has risen, but you don't see it. It's just heavy gray black clouds that just pour snow down on the landscape.
Then when it becomes time for the day to begin, as far as my instincts and the lightning darkness tells me,
Yes,
I'm gonna wiggle my head through the door and start woofing until everybody is awake.
And the bear disappears as well. That's an indicator as sun has risen because the bear is gone. So yeah, the bear is no longer there, and you just start barking in the tent, and people start waking up. And,
Yeah, and Morgan is just happily putting her tongue out and just pet me.
And people start waking up, and Billy wakes up and just looks towards you and sees just a fluffy white dog with a speck of red on the end of its tail, and he doesn't know, and just looks, oh look, such a cute puppy, and just comes towards you and starts to give you scritches. Oh, where did you come from? Oh, you're so cute.
See, Morgwin, there's even a form the kid likes you in.
Woof, woof. Woof just woofs happily and jumps around around the
Billy?
campfire, waiting for some food to be made. Until she remembers, never mind, I make the food, and turns back into a little fiery lady.
And then you see Billy getting startled and just runs to Willem and hides a bit behind him, a bit confused and worried and scared. He doesn't know what's
That
going on.
Willem, that's magic. Don't try to understand it. It's for crazy people.
It's how to keep the crazy alive here.
I figured that.
But at least there are some fluffy dogs at times. Think of the positives and not just the negatives.
So, let's have a final 2d20 roll and see how bad the weather is today, or if it's gone any better. Who wants to roll it this time?
I take the honor. I take the honor at the last watch to report on the weather.
Yeah, sure. Let's you started. Let's get you finished.
Yeah, the weather is relatively constant, it seems.
Yep. So the weather, didn't quite change. It's still pretty cold. Maybe duck down a 1 degree or 2, but yeah, nothing major. Nothing that you guys cannot handle, and it's up to you. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna throw some more overly spicy godberries around for everybody to have breakfast.
So you're using another spell, or is that the
Long
one that?
rest. Yeah, the long rest, right?
Yeah. You can all have a long rest. So sorry about that.
Everybody gets two berries. If we are 5 people, right? Everybody gets 2 berries, except for the child. We don't want to burn his throat out.
Yeah, I don't think he wants that either. So.
And he's just gonna give another ration to the child after putting on his armor.
Yeah, he still has some nuts and stuff from yesterday, but he happily accepts. Yeah, you guys step outside and try to make your way forward, right? To get Billy home.
Oh, let's see what my ride will be today. 1d8, right?
Yeah, sure.
And we're riding a 6.
A giant weasel.
A giant weasel.
A giant weasel. A giant weasel. Okay. Yeah, you pull out a giant weasel. Yeah.
Well, that ride is going to be adventurous.
Yeah. Give me a Constitution saving throw for the weasel. It has a +0, so just roll a d20.
Aren't weasel relatively weather resilient?
Not really, no. Not, well, maybe a giant weasel. Just roll me a d20 to see. Oh, yeah, the weasel is kind of shivering and stuff. It has a hard time in the snow. So.
Well, I'm keeping it warm though. It's my right, so I keep my ride warm as best as I am able to.
Are you setting it on fire or what?
I'm capable of having a little handheld flame that doesn't go up in explosions.
Okay. Yeah. So can I have a survival roll with advantage for your trek through the snow?
Survival roll with advantage.
From the ones who are leading the trek through the snow to go to.
Look at that. It seems like Morgwin is all on it.
Yeah, oh, Morgwin. It seems like you, really know your way through the snow now. It seems like maybe the weasel knows something that you don't. Maybe smells something about his own kind or something in the snow that you didn't catch up on.
Weasel
But
must all over the place.
yeah, after a couple of hours, like let's say 3 or 4 hours trekking through the snow, you guys see something in the distance. It's like the snow took some patterns, and it looks like there are the patterns of roofs and some buildings. And as you look about, you actually notice that you are in some kind of what's it called? Orchard, but the trees are all
An orchard.
yes. Seems like you are not far, so from some orchards and fields of different grains. You cannot determine the nature, but it seems like the earth is really flat. And
Nice apple. Yum.
yeah, but it's the problem is it's all covered in snow, and the trees are all frozen over.
Yeah, I can make fire. That's really useful, you know.
Yeah, but that's not. That's the second thing that catches your attention, because you see look like the pointy ends of roofs in the not so far distance.
That might be the village.
I think we found something.
Morgwin, why are you eating with your mouth full?
And Billy says to Willem, yes, that's it. That's the village. We're here.
Mogwin just looks back at where the child is hiding. Have you been walking around alone?
No, we weren't walking around. But that's the village, and what catches you off guard? It's just it's all covered in snow, and you just see like
Do we see any smoke coming from?
Give me a perception check.
This time I can have advantage.
Yeah, it's technically daylight out, so.
Okay, it's not shift, which is roll with advantage.
No, it's alt.
It's alt.
Yep. Shift just rolls it normally, and control rolls it as at disadvantage.
So
So 22.
22, still good enough. You notice a single plume of grayish white smoke coming from somewhere to the left, but a bit far back from the house houses that could be that you have in front, but you can't really make them out just yet because it's just all white. It's you actually, with your perception check, you see some bits of wood and stuff like that when the snow didn't cover everything up. But yeah, it's definitely houses, but it's from all of it is just one single plume of grayish white smoke as you guys approach the town of Silverfall. And we will take a break right here, and we'll be back shortly to see what you guys will find in the town of Silverfall.
Hooray!
How long of a break?
Let's say 15 minutes. Does that sound
Okay.
fine? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
10-15 minute break. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, 15 minutes, and we'll be back shortly. So yeah. See you soon then.
Yep. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Bye. Hey, we are back, and players still playing D&D, and our adventurers have made their way to the town of Silverfall. And as you guys are trudging through the heavy snow and getting closer to this, well, it's quite a small town, you start to notice some things. You see some houses that, well, are still standing up, but barely. And more of the houses, as you are getting closer, have collapsed from the heavy snow, and you only see their outlines as you get closer and closer to the town. And as you step into the small village proper, you are greeted by two guards, and they will call at you. Hey, who goes there? Show yourselves. Being barely able to see you in the well, the snow is now about well, over your waist as you trudge through it.
Just as a side note, I'm just so happy I didn't pick a dwarf for this.
Morgwin just screams since am I still in the front of the people?
I don't know if your giant weasel can keep up. They are digging their way through the snow, but yeah, it seems like they're not as efficient as the bear used to be. So I assume you are not, but you have a well, a position at the back. Well, it's you and Bunley with Aeneir and Willem and Billy on the front. So these are two guards that Yeah, you see them clambering through the ruins of a house, and
I look
yeah.
up towards Billy. Now it's time to introduce us.
But Mogwai is screaming, "Hold your fire! We got the kid!"
And you see Billy hopping up from the shoulders of Willem, and let's what name this commoner, name this god.
Rudolph.
Okay.
Oh, we're
Rudolph.
going at the German theme. Okay.
Yeah, you can
Rudolph is not
name the gods. Just
Rudolf und Reichenwald.
What?
Rudolph.
No, Rudolph is an English name as well, right?
So we have
It isn't a name. It's a song.
Rudolph the reindeer.
Rudolph, and the other one is called.
Reichenwald.
Huh?
I propose Berengar.
There you go, Berengar.
Berengar. Go on.
It literally means beer spear.
Berengar. Okay, so we have. Damn it. Rudolph.
Also not.
And
mostly
then Rudolph will approach and see Billy. Oh, Billy, is that you? Oh, I'm so happy you came back. Who are your friends? You see, he is an older gentleman, but still. It's and Berengar behind him. Oh, is that Billy? Are you sure? Yes, Billy. Billy, are you okay? And yes, Billy from there just waves and yeah, I'm fine. And yeah, you guys can step close. Oh, who might you be? Brave ones, you brought Billy back to us. We thought he was a goner.
Well, as you can see, he is alive and well.
We are the company of the Flaming Rabbit.
Oh, that's quite a name, and let me roll for this
I
guy.
assume that's a good name for everyone.
Yeah, no. Any good party should have a party name, and let's see. No, that this guy doesn't. I've never heard of you, but seems you were quite brave in bringing Billy through this storm back to us.
Yes, he quite impressed us with his strength and will power.
Looking at the guards, I'm like, yes, quite brave. And we've brought him back safe.
Very safe.
Oh yes, that is indeed worth a very reward. Is a fine young lad. But anyway, you must be cold. Please follow us. Let's get out of the cold. And he gestures to you guys to follow him this way. And as you make your way through the village, you see, now that you are closer, most of these houses are quite boarded up, like heavily boarded up. And some of them did collapse like this one, and it's just a pile of snow with some just pillars and maybe a few walls that are still standing. And like most of the villages this way is quite disturbing to see, because you know, from the heavy snowfall, and well, it's not looking better either way. You feel the loss of these people, so yes, but anyways, please follow us. And he said, Bergar, just keep watch. I'll take them to see the patron. And Bergar just makes his way to his outpost. You see that they aren't clad in armor or anything like that. They have some simple leathers and a spear or something. This is just a village after all, so it's not like it's heavily guarded, or so you make out that this is just a small militia or something like that.
Is Billy in at the back for now?
No,
Billy's on top of my
Billy
shoulders.
is on top of Willem's shoulders.
I
And
just
he
can't
said,
select him and drag him.
Hey, Rudolph, you see, I brought adventures with me. I told you I can do it. No one believed me. And he's like, yeah, really, really happy. You see the grin on Billy's face, like, yeah, I told you I can do it. See, I brought adventures with me. They'll help us. They'll get rid of the snow. And just, yeah, they are really strong. They fought off, and he doesn't know how to count and just puts up like all 10 fingers and these much dragons. Stuff like that. Oh yes, Billy. Oh, they are quite formidable, as like Rudolph gives Billy praise. And yeah, as you guys make your way, give me some perceptions, please, as you guys make your way through.
All of us?
Yeah, everybody.
Was it alt or control?
For what advantage? Alt for
Yeah.
advantage, control for disadvantage.
Okay.
Because now we have these beautiful dice to for people to see.
Finally.
So, apart for Bunnelby, that he is quite, well, absent-minded as usual, all of you guys notice that this town, this small village, seems to be quite desolate now. It seems like none of the other houses are occupied except this large house. There's you know it as
a longhouse?
Yeah, a longhouse. Yes. It's the center gathering place of the village. All the other houses are just abandoned, boarded up, or even collapsed from the weight of the snow, as most of these are. And
Makes sense.
yes, and Mogwin and Aenair, you see through the snow, because even though the rest of the town is quite heavily snowed in, the gods did and do keep some paths to like go around the village that are the snow is pressed, and so they can make themselves their way through. And well, you notice maybe a limb or two, or a face frozen in place as you guys make your way through the longhouse. And as you make your way closer, you see that there are a few more guards keeping an eye out. Making doing their patrols and stuff like that.
Has there been any trouble?
Oh, a lot of trouble since the snow started falling. Yes.
I look to be a bit in a pickle here.
Oh, that we are, flaming one. It's young miss. I don't know, but yes, still yes. It's a lot of trouble. But I'm sure we have prayed for someone to come and aid us, but please come. Make yourselves warm. You have been traveling for quite a while, right? Am I right? And he just as you, and tells. Let's see. What's this guy called?
Which guy?
This one.
Kitzler.
Huh?
Bohemond.
I propose Kitzler.
Kids.
No, no, no. The German says no.
Kids.
Bohemond.
No. So. Huh?
Bohemond or Guy?
Yeah, if you can write me that in game chat.
But what does the German say now?
Because the German understands German.
Bohemond or Guy?
Both.
What about Eierkuchen?
I was saying to the other name.
I
No.
don't know why you come up with all this all these German names.
Bierhals.
I just call one of them Hans.
Alfred.
Oh, shut up then.
Well, so this guy, this guy's Boomer. Oh, and Rudolph says, Boomer, go get, tell the other elder adventurers have come. They've come to aid us. And Billy there, yeah, I brought them here. Tell them that. It's like, go tell them I brought them here.
He's still waving the axe around.
Yeah. He still has the axe around. He's waving it above his head in one hand and just pointing with the other one, like, like I'm the boss. Pointing to the other. Yeah, I brought them here. Pointing with one hand and swinging the other one with the axe with the other hand.
He's
like
the
that.
returning conquering hero.
Yeah,
I like it.
like the returning conquering hero. Yes.
I am 100% sure that this kid will murder someone someday. I want to watch.
And you see Bohemond go inside the log cabin, the long cabin, and it's right this way. We will still need approval, but I'm sure someone of your stature will the great lady will approve of you. Don't worry. And now a older woman, if I can ever find her. Let's see if I can find her. Where
She
is
got eaten by a rabbit.
No, let's see, like this. Yeah. So, an older looking woman comes out with Beamont, and tell me what's this woman's name? I don't know.
There were two of them.
Gertrude.
Gertrude. But seriously, so who wants to name this woman?
Gertrude.
Gertrude.
Okay, how do you want me to write that? I know how to write in German.
And meanwhile, there's a woman standing on top of me. Get rid of her.
Sorry. What's standing? Oh, sorry. There you go. So, and she comes out, looks you up and down, and everybody give me persuasion checks.
Persuasion.
Yeah, just give me persuasion checks.
It was not in that one.
Oh, well, it's not in that one. Okay, and she says, fine. Okay, come in. And she just says, Rudolph, Beaumont, that will be all. Can go back to this place. And Rudolph, yes, ma'am. And good luck to you all. And hope you can help us. And Rudolph just goes off, and Beaumont just steps to the side. Yes, ma'am. And well, right this way. And she gestures you to come inside. And well, what else can you do than just go inside, right?
Where it's warm.
Can't move, child.
Yeah. And you guys go inside if I can ever find Mogwin. And you guys go inside, and Enid, Gertrude tells you, well, please. And as you step inside this long cabin, you see there are a whole lot of people, villagers and stuff like that, huddling together around fires and stuff. You see that it is still quite cold. Well, a bit better than outside, but yeah, she just says to you, well, don't mind them. We are struggling for now, so please come. Let us talk. And she just says
Okay.
to
Offwards, you Billy. As I put him down on the floor.
Thank you. Well, it was really nice to adventure with you guys. He starts a bit crying, and he just goes
Good, and he put a hand on his shoulders. One day, you might do what we are doing right now. So keep the axe.
Maybe I'll train really hard.
Train as you can.
Just, shakes the axe in his hand. I'll train really hard. I promise you. Someday I'll adventure with you guys. And
Good lad. As I pat him on the top of the head.
Yeah. And,
Off with you now.
Yeah, and he just goes to one random guard and just starts talking with them. And give me Willem, give me a perception check. If you maybe you'll catch something. Yeah. Maybe he's talking with the guard about something about his parents, but you don't get the gist of it. And
Not my problem, anyway.
Gertrude motions you to, so please come join me.
Wait.
I'll delete your bunny. Sorry, Lulu. So.
Mogwin just grumbles. Certainly he finds us wonderful. Before he was just unlikable.
Before we get to any other business, who are you, and how did you find Billy?
Well, I'd say Billy found us.
Yes, that sounds
just
about right.
nods.
We were heading northwards from
Craven Fort.
Craven Fort when we stumbled upon it after
yes.
waking up to a sudden winter which we hadn't foreseen.
Yes, we were making our way to Bronwell.
Yes, to Brunwell. And as we woke up to a snowy morning, which there had been no snow there before. And then the snow suddenly came, and when we woke, we heard Billy's cries for help, and we set about saving him. And he told us about the situation of your village, so we hope to help however we can.
Well, quite brave of you to set out like that. I'm afraid we don't know much of what Bronwell. Well, if there is any Bronwell left, we've been barely hanging on to this old shack. And she just looks around you like you see that like this is an old building. It's barely from what you could tell from the other buildings outside. This one is barely hanging on, and
Madam Gertrude, my name is Aenir. I forgot to introduce myself. Just one quick question.
Yes,
What
of
about the
course.
boy's parents?
I'm sorry to say, but the mother was lost from this first snowfall. She was caught off guard somewhere in the fields, and she didn't make it. And then some time after that, a week or something, the father set up with a party of our men and tried to go get some help, but sadly I don't know if they made it. We didn't get any word back from them either, so I'm afraid we assumed the worst,
And
well,
is he aware of that?
So we are the first word you've heard from outside.
Is he aware of that?
No, well, it's complicated. I'm so glad you brought him back. He was so heartbroken from his mother's passing, and after his father went out to get help and didn't come back, Billy, well, he's a foolish boy. You know how boys can get, and he just ran off trying to find him or get help. And he was extremely lucky. You don't know, we prayed to the gods constantly for their safe return, but I'm afraid not many of them made it. The few that did were... I'm so sorry.
Yes.
It's been hard on us. But we still pray to the god. It's fine. She sent us you, so we are grateful for that.
Yes.
Don't get this wrong. Billy Sanders. Not some random god.
I'm sorry for losses. He's a brave boy and he seems quite bright. Make sure you train him well.
You gotta
Yes.
give him some
Yeah.
credit. He was amazing in finding us.
Yeah. Yes. I'm glad you brought him back. Well, from all that we have lost, I'm glad that he came back. You see there are, like, Billy is running around with the axe, like, and there are other children that coming to see him, like some friends from the village, and he just shows him the axe, like, singing out. But yes, he was always a bit of a wild child, but always had the best intentions of heart. And I only pray that his father will return. We don't even know what happened to them and his party.
Are you asking us to find his daddy?
No.
I mean, not
no.
that I won't mind. Personally, I would be all for it.
No, I'm afraid he was just going to seek help. He was actually headed to Bronwell to seek help from there. But if it's this bad in our village, I assume it's maybe even worse there. And it's all my fault. No, I should have taken more care of it.
You seem to know something.
And let's.
What is it you know?
Let's.
What can cause this?
Let's see. You guys can give me a. Let's say. Give me a last name for Gertrude. A baller last name, yeah.
I will refrain from it since Lulu's probably gonna shut me down the second I utter my very first syllable.
You cow up those German genitals again? Yes, I will.
Wait. What?
Lindgren.
Lindgren. Oh yeah, actually, you can go with Lindgren. That's North European author. Astrid Lindgren.
Actually,
There you go.
Lulu.
No, but let's keep it more in the fantasy realm, like bone crushers and stuff like that. You know, from the.
Oh yes.
How could she possibly crush any
She is
bones?
Gertrude Bone Crusher. Perfect.
No.
You got the idea right.
No, just tell me.
How could she have a last name? She's a peasant. She's a peasant woman.
Yet she wasn't always old.
Yeah, she wasn't always old. So yeah, give me a fun last name that would be deemable of history books. Let's say it like that.
Deemable of history books. Gertrude the Mighty Orc Hunter. Very simple, but very telling.
That's a title. That's not a last name. That's a title.
Alright.
So I'm looking for that. So for that last name that says maybe says something, but maybe not. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys to just come up with a last name for Gertrude. Since you got to name her.
Raving said.
Orkgard.
What about Stonebreaker?
So what was Stonebreaker and what was the other?
Orkgard.
If you can spell that.
Utgard. Wait, Utgard? Like the Nordic one?
No.
Utgard. Orkgard.
Orkgard. But Utgard also works.
Uh-huh.
Utgard. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, I'll let you vote. We have 3 names there. Lindgren, Stormbreaker, and Orkgard. What do you guys want it to be?
I go for Lindgren because Lindgren actually sounds like something a farmer could be named.
I mean, yeah, that actually makes sense.
Libel suit.
Okay.
A name can't be copyrighted.
Okay. So, Gertrude Lindgren. Then give me a history check. Whoever wants to can give me a history check. As
Someone
she
was on higher
presents,
intelligence.
as she
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
as she presents herself. So
I don't think I need another one.
I'm yes, I'm Gertrude Lindgren. And Willem, as she says her name, something clicks into your mind. As well, there is a story you heard of. Is it a story? It's it all happened somewhere up north when well, a mighty goddess, well, an angry goddess, lost control in some way and froze all the northern part of the south coast. And you know it as Icewind Dale.
Aspendale. This has something to do with Aspendale. Good should.
And something you knew about some of the heroes that defeated Uriel in her madness when she took over the north and froze it. Still, they defeated her, and one of the names that pops into your head is Gertrude Lindgren. But that's impossible because that was hundreds of years ago, like 200 years ago.
I look her up and down. Do I see any elvish descent on her? Do I see any elvishness about her?
No.
Oh.
No, she is quite human. Yeah, but
Are you a relation of this other Lindgren I've heard of? The hero of...
You ask her that?
Yeah, I asked her that.
Oh, young man, I see you've heard the stories. Well, you don't have to look any further. It was me, actually.
You?
Well, I don't look like it now. I am quite old, but
Quite old. For you to be one of these stories, you would have to be at least a score century plus.
well, yes, but blessings do happen. And give me a perception check.
Is this visual or
Visual, yes.
visual? Apparently, I don't see that well.
No, it's you see her fiddling with something around her neck, but you don't quite see what she is.
Ah, it's a magical shit.
Well, blessings do happen, but well, if you are familiar with that story, it's well, I can tell you up front. It's if you know the story of Uriel and how she froze the north to, well, being unlivable anymore and trapping cities and towns and thousands and thousands of people there just for, I don't even know why she did that. Pleasure, whim.
That's the gods for you.
Yes, they are. So, But anyways, we have managed to defeat her at a great cost. And she just...
Billy mentioned something about worshipping a goddess. Is this the same goddess?
Yes, it was with the help of Shantia that we have managed to, well, not, we didn't actually slay Uriel, we just got rid of Avatar that played the North, and we took the thing that she the magical item that helped freeze all the land. We managed to do that, as I said, at great cost, and with the help of the goddess Shantia, we sealed it away, and it had lain dormant right here in this town with me. But everyone else, if you want, you can give me a perception check to maybe notice something you're not. Okay. Morgwin, what is your spell casting ability modifier based on? Your wisdom, right? So
Wisdom.
yeah.
Plus something, some extra because I have the thing in my head.
Give me.
Plus 7.
Give me a d20. So this is going to be a religion plus 20 plus your modifier, but it's wisdom for you because that's
I'm confused.
Yeah, no, it's because you can ask always as a DM. You can always ask for a ability using another skill. So I want a religion, but using your wisdom, because that's where you know your magics from, and you have knowledge of gods and stuff like that. So
you want the religion. This is it one.
Yeah, no, but it's a what's your wisdom ability modifier?
+3.
And let's see, so you have a +7, so that is I'll take the first rolls for +7, it's 11. Something about gods, and Shantia, good goddess and stuff like that, but not much else. You recognize that she has a symbol of Shantia on her neck, but that's how most worshippers have. So it's
Yeah, all right. She worships her.
Yeah,
That
she
much I know.
worships her. So, but Bunley, can Bunley give me a religion check with their charisma? If you know what I mean. So a d20 plus their charisma plus perception.
Sure, I will.
So technically a performance check if they're proficient in it.
Religion. Is he proficient in religion?
No. So, but they have
No. Edit religion
Uh,
to do
so
charisma instead of intelligence, and submit and roll.
Yeah, something like that. If it's.
There you
look,
go.
look at that. Bunny has all the answers. Numbly. Yeah, the one that's not here. So, he notices that aside from Gertrude having the symbol of Shanti, she doesn't have any, just any old symbol of the worshippers of Shantia. It's quite intricate, and well, maybe Bunny, being the world renowned and walked about and uh, all knowledgeable and bard that he is, he notices that it's that symbol isn't just a random worshipper of Shantia symbol. That is actually a symbol of a paladin of Shantia. That not many people have in this world. So it is quite special indeed, and it has some power, maybe more than you think.
So you're a paladin. Or we're a paladin.
Oh, yes, I was a long time ago.
Huh. Quite a fall to go from a paladin to go to a village elder.
No, it's not a fall. I was given. I had to protect this item that, it's, I'm afraid, the cause of all of this. It's the item that Uriel used to freeze the north, and it was here in my protection, and I have lost it. It's
You've lost
no,
it.
someone stole it. This couldn't have happened. It was impossible.
Apparently, it wasn't impossible.
So the amulet around your neck is not the seal.
No, it is not. It was sealed with many powerful runes. You see her leaning and trying to whisper to yourself. I'm afraid we cannot talk about this more here. So she leans over the table, whispering to you guys. No, I don't know who, but someone here took it and let it loose. And let's have some perception checks from the table, please.
I was just about to ask. Are you sure it wasn't you? Ugh.
So, Bunnelby and Morquin, you guys notice, don't get me wrong, these aren't all the people that are in here. There are dozens more. Yeah.
It would have been weird if they weren't armed.
Huh? No,
It
not
would have been weird if they weren't.
no. They not armed or anything like that. These aren't all the only people here, because I cannot just fill up the map with just like there's person to person to person. There are like let's say another 40 people here in this room, or 50 or something like that, because there's a lot of people. I just want to ensure
Okay.
that, but
Are there elves though? I see there's some elven tokens. Are there elves among them?
there's a mixture of races. There are dwarves, elves, gnomes, halflings, humans, and stuff like that. So, but what Bunnelby and Willem see is well, whilst you are talking to Gertrude there seems like there are a couple of parties maybe listening a bit too closely to all of your conversations. So yeah, let's just say there were a couple of people like here and here, and yeah, maybe yeah, you see like they are, some of them just enjoying their drinks, but a couple of them on this side and on that side took more notice to and tried to listen in on what you were talking with Gertrude there.
Makes sense.
Hey, can I let some warning sparks in that direction?
Oh. Yeah, you want to give me an intimidate check with advantage for that?
Alright. Oh, I forgot to roll. It's not very intimidating. I'm too small, so the sparks are very small.
Yeah. A couple of them just seem to try to seemingly mind their own business and just put their heads down, but you definitely see a couple of figures that you can maybe identify later on that have taken special interest in your conversation with Gertrude there. And she leans close and says, "Well, I don't want to talk about this any further, but please, rest for the night, and we shall talk later when there aren't so many eyes upon us." But yes, please enjoy our hospitality, travelers. Take rest. We'll share the. And this is, she speaks out loud so that everybody can hear. So, please, we'll share what little food we have with you. Please. Take comfort in what little comfort we can offer you.
Food.
If you say so, with a shelter.
Yeah, and she gestures to you that yeah, you can mingle about, but she still needs to talk to you, maybe more in a private manner at some point.
Okay. I go over straight towards the guys that were taking a keen interest in our conversation, sitting down right next to him.
Yeah.
Morquin will give you some berries. Maybe you can make them talk with this. I'm pretty sure they are not as hardened as you are.
Oh no! I take the berries and start looking at them really intimidatingly. So, I hear word spreads around town.
As soon as you get up from the table and he just like looks into his own plate and just starts eating slowly, looking to the other side, so away from you. He didn't pay you any mind and stuff like that.
Not listening here, no sorry.
So what are you doing, Willem?
Well, I go over and sit down right next to him, put an arm around his shoulder, and it's like,
yes.
If there are too many rumors going around town after this, we would be extremely disappointed.
What's that about rumors? I don't know anything.
Well, I know small villages, word gets around quickly, and everything the old lady has to say must spread like wildfire. After all, she's the big business. So let's try to keep it quiet, eh? I say as I pat him on the back.
You want to intimidate him in some way, or I don't know.
Yeah, I want to intimidate him in the silence.
Yeah, sure. Give me an intimidation check.
Yeah,
Please, God. Please, God.
That's very intimidating.
Yeah.
He is. He just pushes you with his elbow. I don't know what you're blabbering on about. Can't you see I'm just trying to eat here? Go butter someone else.
Seeing that, Willem get a bit elbow shoved away, and he just walks to the other side, and he's like, "Are we gonna have a problem here?"
Double intimidation.
Yeah, give me an intimidation, but with disadvantage.
That was control, right?
Yeah, I assume. Yeah, control with disadvantage. Yeah, no, he just. Well, I don't know what you guys are intending, but he points to like his friends from across the table. I don't know what you're trying to do, but yeah, it seems like you're a bit out of your element. Just go enjoy the fire. And you see like a couple of like his friends. Maybe these pictures of lovely women aren't good enough, but like some of these blokes like come around you. So I didn't know who you are, but
That's fine. I say as I pat him on the back again and stands up, put on my helm of dread one last time and take a look around the table.
and
I say, head out the door.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
I don't do anything specifically. I'm just trying to scare them a little bit more with that helm.
Oh God. Okay. You know that's now where you running? Where you running to? No, you are here at the table. A bunch of his.
Yeah, I'm standing up, putting the helm on now, just taking one last look and then turning around.
Okay. Tell me what the dread helm does again.
Okay, let's see. Inventory. The dread helm. Fearsome steel helmet makes your eyes glow red and hides the rest of your face in shadow whilst you wear it. So it doesn't do anything specifically, it's only scary.
Okay. And what are you trying to do to the guy that was maybe listening too much to your conversation? Still intimidate him?
No, I'm intimidating everybody.
Yeah.
To step away. No, not make this into a bigger fight. As I turn my back to them.
Can any help with that in any way?
I'm afraid you wasted your
damn it.
intimidation.
Okay.
So it's
Yep.
yeah, and I don't. I could
You
give
can just
you.
say it has no effect.
Are they distracted? Can we just try and
I
pick
can,
something?
but it's like you see, you put your dread helm on, and all these guys that are around the table just start standing up and putting their arms around their daggers and swords they have around their sheaths and stuff like that. So on their belts and.
Well, they're
It's not.
distracted.
It's up to you. Distracted about what?
While they're distracted, being intimidated, or not so much, I would like to try and spice up the food.
Spice up the food on their table.
I have very spicy berries. My group mates might be used to them. That's why they can eat them. But other people,
Yeah, I know,
other
but
people,
I
they
know.
need to make constitution saves.
I know, but you want to try to spice up the food on the table that they are all gathered around, and they are just
While they're
taking
talking
like
to, while they're
try.
talking to my group, yes.
Yeah, okay. And how are you going to spice that up?
With my gold berries.
You could also just use prestidigitation.
And
But you
how
have
are
it.
you? And how are you going to get your good berries into their food there?
Well, let's just say I'm squish them in my hand and just so some quick swipes over the food while they're not looking
Okay.
with my drippy godberry hands.
Give me. You'll still have to give me if you want to. Just go like this, and just squishy through their thing and.
I am very small. I'm under
Yeah,
the table.
you are small. You are under the table, but it's not like that. It's
Stealth
give
and
me
sleight of hand.
Yeah, give me a stealth check with disadvantage. Maybe no. Give me a normal stealth check. Oh yeah. So they see you. So you just come up to them and they just like look at you. With these guys are with their hands on their weapons on their belts and are starting to like. Well, if this is going to get fucked up, they're going to pull weapons on you because you are outsiders. So keep going. I don't know.
I'm going to do it anyway. Well, with my other hand, I'm eating the same thing that I'm squishing in their food.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's not poison.
Yeah.
Well, Willem is just going to turn around after he stood up and walk away.
Yeah. And as soon as
You get thrown a godberry as well.
Let's see, Mogwin. As soon as you get closer, they know that you guys are a group, and this guy just pulls his dagger up towards you, and it's like, "Don't make any funny moves." It's like
Who's making funny moves?
we don't trust you. You're not one of us.
Who's making funny moves? You are threatening my companions. I see.
Can
them
I do something
first.
for Bunny now?
Hmm?
Can I make Bunny do something?
Yeah. To
Bunny?
make Bunley do something, to make the
Okay, because
song of peace
having
or
put a
something.
knife on his friend, Bumblebee is going to use prestidigitation to
To what?
basically make a whole bunch of wind to push them back.
It doesn't. No, it's not enough wind. The digitation doesn't generate enough wind.
Harmless sensory effect.
It
Yeah,
makes
in front of his face.
breeze. It makes it
Something
breeze.
like that.
It's just you see him like wind blowing in his face, and he's just like squinting. What is this? And just swats it away with his hand, but doesn't push him away. It's
God
there
buried
is
his mouth
because
while he does that.
that's because there are spells with like gusts of wind and stuff like that that can actually push someone away. So
Can I try and throw Godberry in his mouth while he does that?
give me a sleight of hand.
Oh god.
Nope.
It was supposed to be done at once.
It would be fun if you managed to hit him in the eye with that. It's definitely gonna.
No, sadly that didn't work. So with the wind in his face, Mogwin trying to place a good, spicy goodberry in the guy's face.
He doesn't know it's spicy. We just happily eating away on that.
And he yells up to what was it?
We make friends everywhere we go, don't we?
Yeah. What was the name? Damn it.
Gertrude.
Gertrude. What do you have? These outsiders just come here and insult us like this? And they start to drag attention to you guys from not only Gertrude but all the other people and the longhouse and the guards and stuff like that. They're just insulting us. Look at what they're doing. We just can't even eat our food. They just come here and try to insult us. And
Ernia turns to Gertrude and says, "It looks to me that only some of us have their weapons drawn."
But literally, only they have their weapon drawn. I am throwing fruit at them.
what am I supposed to do when you start to come here and try to blow wind in my face and try to make me eat this? What I don't know what's kind of poison that you have me eating. And he just smacks the good berry out of your. He doesn't know that, so, and he smacks it out of your hand.
Ernia looks to him and says, "Listen, friend. So far, we've spoken to Madame Gertrude. Your friend over here next to me shoved my ally, and now you have your knife out and slapping my other fiery friend. Who's the one being aggressive over here?"
This one just says, "I didn't shove anyone. I just elbowed him a bit to get him out of my personal space." What do you mean?
He is tentative. How dare you?
All right, fine. I'll get out of your personal space.
Just go. I didn't want to talk to you. You just came here to sit by me. I didn't want to talk to you. You could have asked first, then sat down if I allowed you to.
Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah.
He's just a very sensitive man.
Well, it seems like you outsiders aren't that accustomed to our customs, so maybe you just go sit somewhere by yourselves and stop bothering us common folk. And
Fair enough.
I suppose a knife draw means something else. I say to turn around, look at him. In your culture, in mine, that's a threat, and threats are usually dealt with.
What? You guys came here to sit and corner my friend? I didn't come to you.
We were having a nice conversation.
Really? And no, we didn't. We didn't have any nice conversation. You just came and sat down. I just gently told you to go away, and you didn't.
Gently, with a knife.
No,
Oh,
that's
friend.
it's So there are two different people. You guys came to talking to this guy, yeah. You just guys cornered him and tried to intimidate him. You failed, yeah. Then his friends came to help, so and told you to bugger off.
Yeah, that is what happened.
You didn't, so uh yeah, it's you guys can give me a persuasion check, I assume, with disadvantage, because you've guys been really fucking rude. Disadvantage, please.
The persuasion check didn't want to disadvantage.
Is that everyone or just
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody.
Except Bunley, he didn't do anything.
Except Bumblebee.
Bumblebee, yeah, he didn't do anything. So, yeah, so that's a 7 and a 5,
And a 20.
and a Willem. You are the only one that has some bit of credibility. It's up to you to let's say redeem your party mates from all this shit, because you know that as it is now, it's not going to be good. So
It's not like we need their hospitality anyway.
well, as you guys are standing now, they are these guys here are just like, yeah, they what, they come here and intimidate us and stuff like that, and what do they want? It's like, I didn't start for weeks and stuff like that for an outsider to just come and demand shit from me. I didn't do anything. I've been and trying to rile the people up. So it's up to you guys to so no, it's actually up to Willem to give me a way to calm the mob down. So because you're the only one, all the other party members fucked up. Let's put it like this.
But Morgan is just, well, if they want to attack, I'm just going to burn everything down. Problem solved.
No,
Yes.
we'll stay away from your business.
Yes.
Elder, if you want us, you'll find us outside of the village. Since we're clearly not welcome here. I say as they head out the door. Can't be bothered with peasants bullshit.
Yeah. Gertrude comes. No. We'll make a place for you here. You cannot stay anywhere inside the village. There's nothing livable out there. And she just ushers. The guard is still being guarded, but she ushers the comer. So, just stay here, and well, try not to bother the people.
Sure, we'll keep to ourselves.
And keep to yourselves. Yes, it seems like. And give me a perception check, Willem, with advantage, as she whispers something in your door.
Perception, come on. Yeah, baby. 19.
No, one of them is the traitor.
Thought as much.
But yes, let's not try to push each other's buttons, and let's keep it civilized. They are our guests, so we shall help them out. They will help us out with our problem? And but they tried to blah blah blah, and they came here and tried to intimidate us, and you hear some of the voices from the side of the room. Well, that's what you did. So.
Hey, no, one person's intimidation is another one's conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Not with your face. So. Yeah. So. Yes. Gertrude comes through. So. Stay on this side. Yeah, you can name this guy. Or should I bring one?
Alfred.
Alfred. So Alfred here. Well, Alfred here will keep an eye out.
Sure.
Alfred's a good guy now.
No, that's a guard. They don't have anything. These are other people's. The guards are the guards. So Alfred here will keep an eye out and well, keep them away from you. So just try to keep to yourself. If you are that rowdy, please. It's the people here have had a hard time. We don't need more. We shall talk in the morning. Okay, just stay out of anyone's business for the time being. Okay.
Very well.
Because as you have arrived here and all the toxin, it's like midday, early afternoon, something like that. Like 3, 4.
Morgwin just grumbles killjoy.
Yeah.
No, Margwin. We can't get thrown out already.
I
This
agree.
is you.
Especially from the town
Just
you want
me.
to protect.
I agree. We're here to help.
I was having a nice conversation with a fella.
Mhm.
It isn't my fault that he took it as a threat.
You are like the kindest, most sensitive man in all the world, and he just started to be mean.
Just having funny banter.
I lean over to Morgwin, like, if they pull a dagger on any of you one more time, I will make sure you can wear their skin.
Yes, I was thinking for half a second at the start of the brawl, the moment he pulled the knife.
What was
You're
it?
whispering.
Willem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Oh shit. Well, isn't that intelligence, but I suppose with advantage he might be.
You might be, or wisdom check with advantage. Something about yeah.
He's certainly smart enough.
So still you were the one who knew about Gertrude, about her history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know that if push comes to shove, she can make you not be you, right?
Yeah, I know she is powerful and all of that. But banter is banter.
Yeah. No. It's. I just want you to be sure if you are going to somewhere that if you give me a well, it's not even a perception check. Like you see, like how she goes to calm the spirits and stuff like that. Because the people that seemed so hostile to you. They are just so grateful, and like they're almost just like kissing her hand as she comes to calm the spirits. And,
Oh, we should be careful, guys.
Yeah, it's like she and
Gertrude might be strong. She's most definitely strong if she is who she says she is. And
yeah, you
having a
see,
cult around her of followers doesn't seem to be the best idea either, even if one of them is the thief.
As long as she's not evil, she'll live. Probably.
I don't think we could have beaten her even if she was evil.
do you want to give me an insight check on all of that to see if what's her thing and stuff like that? You can always do that.
Well, whether or not this is a cult?
Huh? No, an insight check to see how genuine she is. So yeah, she is quite, and I'll give it to Mogwin for the conversation that she had previously. It's like she is genuine in what she said, and yeah, it seems like she's the real deal.
Well, she doesn't seem to be evil or something, but if she was.
And you're just a paragon of virtue, aren't you, Morgwin?
Of course I am.
Remember that bar fight? That got us thrown out? That wasn't much paragon of virtue if it was it.
I was defending the poor pickpocket. He was just trying to survive.
Wait, that's why we got thrown at? You were defending a pickpocket?
He was pickpocketing this really rich bongo.
Oh,
He didn't need the money. What? You said so yourself.
No, well, oh, good God.
You said rich people need to give up some of their money so the poor people can live. That's what you said. So I helped that guy to get get some money off of the rich
Wait.
people.
So you encouraged this pickpocket to steal from the Lord?
No. I just made sure he wasn't killed. Or tried to. I think he died in the bar fire. Oops.
Well,
Good God.
fires happen. Just imagine.
Things happen in battle, I suppose.
Imagine having pulled our swords out for this fight and then instantly having to roll con saves for destructive wave.
I suppose so.
Anya looks towards the party like, maybe we should be a bit more careful next time.
How is one more careful? We are like the most careful people there are.
We are, but we need to be more careful. We've been walking through a blizzard for 2 days. These people have lost their homes, lost loved ones, lost their children. I mean, it just makes sense they would be a little bit on edge and maybe have a short fuse.
They got the boy back. They shouldn't be complaining. Oof.
Peasants are always ungrateful about something or the other.
You are so right about that.
Yes, they are, but in this situation, having our throat...
Yes, in the situation, it's definitely a good idea to keep a low head. Otherwise, it might be missing thanks to Gertrude.
Yeah,
Swinging a sword.
we should be smart about this and make sure that Gertrude helps us instead of, stop us. 'Cause from your reaction to her, I don't think she is someone we want on our
Oh, I
path.
should tell you this story. Yeah. So it's a story I grew up on, right? Dwarves told this story.
Oh,
And
wait. Bonfire.
you're sitting right next to the fire, right? So
It doesn't matter. It needs a bonfire. It's a story.
Mogwin can never have enough fires.
okay. So in the hills north of what was the place called?
I think.
Actually, what was the?
Icewind Dale, I think.
Huh?
Yeah, what was the place called where the hills that were covered in ice by the demon?
10 towns. It was called 10 towns. Well, it's. Let me get the map. It's somewhere beyond the spine of the world.
Okay, so beyond the spine of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, a goddess.
You want to give me another history check to see if you know more about that stuff?
Sure, I'm just telling this
You're
story.
rapping the story voice in my head.
Yep. No, just yeah. It sounded familiar to you. It's something that happened a long time ago. It's a story that you still heard. It happened a long time ago somewhere.
I'm just retelling the story to them with another voice. So this mad goddess, right? She sprayed winter
Uriel.
across all of these hills.
Uriel or something like that.
Uriel, or something. Some mad goddess of magic and stuff. She spread winter, and this massive team of heroes, and apparently Guntrid was one of them. She was a paladin at the time, and they defeated this goddess with the help of magic and stuff, and they sealed the winter away. So she must be pretty powerful if she can start fighting gods and stuff. I heard it was a massive battle.
Okay. Let me give you a bit more context. So, the goddess Uriel has gone mad, and she took a piece. So she took all the northern part beyond the spine of the world. That's from the general topography of the Swords Coast. It's a mountain range that is at the north of the Sword Coast. So beyond that, Uriel claimed domain over that area and shrouded it in something that you are experiencing now in perpetual winter. And she did that with an artifact that she had on hand, and she would spread the cold every night throughout the land. But that's what her avatar, her crazed avatar did, and some heroes rose up to defeat her, and one of the names, what Gertrude Lingrand told you that her name was, from stories, that's one of the heroes' names that have defeated her avatar, and put a stop to her reign over the north.
The most mental thing, though, is the fact that she was a human and she's still alive. This happened centuries ago.
Yes.
So there must be some kind of magic stuff happening. Looking towards the druid, is there some kind of life-extending magic?
Well, there's a lot of magic in the world. I'm sure there's that.
You can give me some Arcana checks if you want to see, or Wisdom maybe. Wisdom could also work if for that.
Well, what do you want?
Wisdom or Arcana?
Let's
Some-
go with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mogwin. Getting all the checks.
and
Brr,
at
brr.
all the right places.
All the checks. Doesn't matter. Proficient, not proficient. Yeah, she has all the checks. So, Mogwin, you are really tuned into all this magical stuff and whatnot. And you kind of know that when gods take favor on mortals, they may imbue them with some sort of longevity, maybe not immortality, but long-lasting life and
But yeah,
powers, of
technically,
course.
there are spells that can do it, but I think in her case, that goddess thingy really likes her. That's why she is allowed to live that long. They do that sometimes.
Hmm. I don't know, but immortality does kind of seem creepy, scary.
They give immortality. They just give a long life.
Yes, a long life as well. Not to look down upon you, of course, and
Yeah, I was just about to say you have an elf that is probably in his early 200s.
But you living a long time is kind of weird.
Like,
Well, it's longer. Well,
you
it's
were a
longer than
baby
the
when
human-
all this happened, and
But it's longer than the human lifespan what they get. But they don't live forever, ever, 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 ever. That's just against nature.
as you have noticed on Gertrude's face that she is quite old looking. So yeah, who knows how much longer she has to live.
But I'm sure she has a few years still yet in her, unless she dies by accident.
Or
That wasn't me.
gloriously in battle.
That wasn't me then. I'm just saying.
Let's not contemplate the death of a glorious warrior who defeated the gods themselves. I don't know. Let's go to sleep and see what she wants in the morning.
Hey, do I need to summon my cuddly? No, where's my favorite new friend? She calls the giant. What was it?
Weasel.
Martyr? Weasel, the
Weasel.
giant weasel, and curls up with a weasel. I feel warm.
Yeah, you go to curl up with the weasel, and then Billy comes up and starts. Thank you for bringing me home. I didn't know if I would make it. And I brought the heroes with me. Yeah, you guys are the heroes, right? You're gonna save us from all of this, right?
Certainly will try.
If you
Yes.
let me sleep, yes. If you don't, I might burn something.
We will
Oh, shut
definitely try.
We will try the hardest, even though most people don't seem to like us.
Well, is it really most people? Seems to be some people.
Well, they don't know you. Listen, I'll put a good word with you guys. Okay, so I'll put a good word for you with them. Yeah.
It's all right, Billy.
You guys saved me. No, you.
It's all right.
He starts wandering up and saves me.
Nothing as anything else. We saved him.
Yes.
If nothing else we saved him, yeah.
I'm home now. I'm home now. Yeah, I'm home now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm home now. And
Billy,
yeah. Yes.
Let's do it this way. The best way for you to thank us is to train and be smart of how you use that axe and use it to protect people. All right?
Yeah, I will. And he just makes the accent to the table.
And don't run stupidly alone into the wild again.
I suppose I could give him my chainmail.
She, Morgan just half, just yells after him before she basically falls asleep on the stop. It's weird. Morgan kind of cares, but at the same time, I hates this child.
I know. It's your own fault. Yeah, I'll be strong. I'll train. And yeah, he takes up the hand axe and yes, I'll do that and start swinging it around and just. Thank you. I know. Well, maybe you can help me train sometime. And looks at
What time is it right now?
it's pretty late. It's getting close to dusk.
Sure. We'll help you
Sure.
train. But just. You don't need to just be strong to be a good fighter. You also need to be smart about how you fight.
But you'll teach me, right?
We'll see what we can teach you tomorrow.
Yeah, we will try.
Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow. So, and
Okay.
he just takes his hand axe and just goes to his friends and stuff like that, and disappears into the crowd because there is actually like 100-something people in here. I can just like throw a bunch of like those kinds of tokens about the map, so it's pretty crowded. Because most of the survivors that are in this town are just here because as you have seen, outside the houses, they cannot, sustain anyone else. And as you guys go to take a long rest and see what's going up to tomorrow, we'll leave it here for today.
Hooray!
We lived!
We lived!
Yeah.
We haven't accidentally burned down my tavern.
We didn't get into a fight.
Yes.
Yet you almost got into a fight there, but yeah, you guys lived and you didn't get into a fight yet. So we'll see how that goes next time. But till then, take care and have a good week ahead of because it's only Monday. So thank you all for sticking around with us, and
It's actually the perfect endpoint.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, till next time. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.